Lord started to minister to me about this because you guys all heard that saying, you don't give up right before the breakthrough. The first thing that the Lord brought to my attention was, hey, the things that you're going through right now, Cherish, is because I'm building up your character. Not saying my character is necessarily horrible, but the Lord, for me particularly, wants me to not waver. I cannot try to please this person over here, please that person, do what this person wants. I need to focus on the things of God and the Lord's will for my life. And those things that I delight in, when I delight into the Lord, those desires that I have within me will come to pass. They will be manifested into my life, make clear, right? Make plain into sight where everybody can see. But that's when the Lord went deeper. Like, you have to have the right intentions, you guys, and although you may be that person that has pure intentions, because for me, I'm going to just tell y'all, the Lord has revealed that to me, that, that's not my problem. It's not having the pure intentions, right? When I ask the Lord for the things, my problem is sticking with it, even when the going gets tough, even when it doesn't feel good, because you got to think, the more trials and tribulations that you're going through, that you feel like you're enduring, it's because the Lord has big plans for you. And that's what the Lord told me. He was like, Cherish, it's not that you're not praying and asking out of wrong motives or intentions. I see your heart, your intentions are pure. It's not that you're not having the right attitude, because another thing of hope, you guys, is optimism. I'm a very optimistic person. If anybody that knows me, they know that I am very like, go, you can do anything, you can achieve anything you put your mind to, like I am gung-ho about a good attitude and being optimistic. Okay, I'm 95% optimistic in my day-to-day. Like, I may get down a little bit, but it doesn't last for long, right? Doesn't last always. But at the end of the day, when the Lord started ministering to me about this last night, He's like, you have to be consistent. You have to keep going, even when you're not getting the recognition, even when you're not getting the apologies, even when, you're not getting the accolades that you feel like you should be getting. You need to just stick with it. And that's my main issue. That's been my main issue. I feel like I would put myself out there, do these things, start businesses, this and that. But when I'm not getting the results that I want, I start to, okay, maybe let me go and find something else. But the Lord is saying no. But I will tell you this, where I'm at right now, there's no plan A or B or C or D or anything for me. It's just the Lord's plan. I used to take it upon myself and to plan out my whole life. Literally, when I was a little girl, I planned out my whole life. I wanted like this, that. Although the time frames weren't right when I desired them, the Lord was so gracious and merciful to let me experience these little glimpses of the things that my heart desired. But through those things, I was not being faithful. And when I say faithful, meaning seeing it through to the very end until the whole thing is manifested, because God is a sovereign God. So the things that God has already planned for you and ordained for you, those are the things that's going to happen and have to happen no matter what. But then you have your will, where your will is kind of mixed up with God's will, where it's like, oh, okay, God, this is what I wanted, Lord, thanks and stuff. But once you get it, your eyes become taken off of the Lord's will for the reason why He gave you this. And now you're kind of doing your own thing, mixing and matching, doing, just winging it. And that's been something that the Lord has said, that's what I'm building perseverance for. Okay, so I can't stop. Won't stop. And that's where I'm at right now. I'm so gung-ho about certain things and transformative things that the Lord has said I need to complete or, get through in order to see all of the manifestations, not just bits and pieces where it's like, okay, it's good enough, but the best, okay, the full plan that the Lord has for me. And I just have to, stick through it. I don't believe in regretting anything. And when I was hearing the Lord minister to me about this, I was going down memory lane and talking about, dang, Lord, I did kind of, experience a lot, from being married for 10 years. That necessarily didn't go the way I planned. And the Lord was like, yeah, but you learn this, during that marriage, being married to a non-believer, I had to get closer to God. It was no way I was going to make it if I didn't get closer to God. But like I said, marriage was a desire for mine, but mixing in my own will and choosing to be unequally yoked was all me. But through that, the Lord gave me grace and mercy, and I learned so much of what not to do, and and to know how to handle certain situations, meaning no matter what anybody else thinks of you or what anybody else may not believe in, that does not mean you stop believing what you believe and what you know, and that what you experience is true and what works for you, right? You're not going to stop doing those things. You're not going to stop believing. You're not going to stop having hope and faith in those things because someone else isn't believing. That's what I learned through that. And now where I'm at now, I am learning that, you can be married to someone that is a believer, but it's still not going to be a walk in the park. We are both learning and growing and still have to overcome the things that have tried to get us off track and keep our eyes on the Lord. But through perseverance and building that good character and, still having hope, you can still see the beauty that God has said, this is the promises that I have for you. You just got to stick it through. So I'm on this journey, you guys, of, I would say rebirth and, just resetting back to factory settings, the way that the Lord has intended me to be and be all that he has created me to be without, pretty much faltering and just saying, you know what? It didn't go the way I wanted, Lord. Let me just start over. Starting over in some cases is necessary. But if you know what you need to do, but you're just choosing not to do it and giving up because it's hard and it feels painful and it's a struggle, then starting over is pointless. Because you haven't learned your lesson. It's just like a person that goes to work out. Once you start feeling that burn, that's not when you stop. You keep going because that means it's changing. Your muscles are being transformed and changed. So you have to push through that pain. You have to push through that uncomfortability. Yes, we all want to feel comfortable at some point in our life, but just like the saying goes, you have to be willing to be uncomfortable in order to live a comfortable life. The life that you desire. Okay. So I just wanted to bring this message to y'all because it has nothing like feeling like the Lord's not bringing you something that you've been asking and praying for, but the Lord is telling you some deeper reasons why you're not receiving this right now. But I hope this message helped you in some way so you can start really seeing the manifestations of the things that your heart desires and that the Lord really truly wants to give you. You are his child. And if you're, a true believer, these are promises that the Lord has given you, and God does not lie. Thank you, Lord. So that's pretty much it for this message. I'll just say, you guys, keep going. Don't give up. You're right there. Don't give up right before the breakthrough. Okay, that's been my issue. Don't do it. I would just want to say there's things that you can, hold on to that can be fixed and salvaged, or just you have to persevere through and hold on to and fight tooth and nail if you have to, because you know the worth and the value of it. Do that. Okay? Because, yes, some things and people and all that circumstances don't get better. Some don't. Okay? But hope, and having that faith and trust in the Lord that He will be able to bring those things that you desire to pass, whether you have to start over or not. That's the importance of it, right? That's the main thing. That's the main focus, is trusting the Lord, because he will always put you right back on track where you need to be, especially if you are willing, okay? If you're a willing vessel for his will, for his work, okay? You're not going to miss out on anything. Okay, but that's it, y'all. I just wanted to encourage you and let you know it's right around the corner. Your breakthrough, the more that you have to endure, the more the Lord has for you. It's simple as that. Okay, so anyways, that's it, y'all. Thanks for tuning in. Don't forget to like this video if you want more of these messages. And yeah, I'll catch you guys in the next one. Bye.